Hey, what's going on? Aaron here. Hope you're doing well. If you're watching this video right now, you might be on this website called Recruit and Field, and you're wondering, can you make money from this market research website by actually taking product testing? And how much can you really make? Is this worth your time? We're going to do a full review of Recruit and Field so that you can make a better decision on whether you should spend your time on this website to try and earn some additional side income this way, right? Or are there better ways, okay? At any time, if you want to get my favorite way to get to $5,000 to $10,000 100% from home, you just need your computer and internet. Just click the link below and I'll send you that strategy for free straight to your email if you want to check that out. Okay. Now, Recruit and Field is a pretty cool website. Look, listen, I've reviewed hundreds and hundreds of different ways to make money online. Some of them are really great, but some of them don't really pay out that much or that often, and it might be a little bit of a waste of time. So let's check out Recruit and Field to see how it stacks up against all the other opportunities out there. All right. Now, they are a very big market research website. And the way that it works is you would just come to this website, you would click on participants and click on register as a participant, which will then bring you to this page. Now, these guys have been around since 1977. And what they do is they work with a lot of different companies to do market research on all sorts of different products. So whether it is food and beverage or a TV show or an electrical product or things like that, they will work with different clients and they will bring people together, to test out these products in different ways. It could be through, for example, an online survey, as simple as that. It could be an in-person interview where they bring you into their offices if you're in the right city and right country. They'll do telephone interviews. They'll do studies over, one day all the way up to 4 different days. For example, half an hour per day for 4 days. So they've got all sorts of different tests depending on what the client wants, and then they will pay you accordingly. It's as simple as that, okay? Now, there are a few different ways you can apply. If you're based in the US, you can click on register here. If you live outside the US, you can click here. And when you register outside of the US, you will get this Google form, okay? And you would just fill it up. And they've got, countries from all over the world, but you can obviously click other and you can put in wherever you live, Thailand or Bangkok or Singapore, Malaysia, whatever it is, right? But it's not very likely that you're going to get a lot of tests if you live outside of this area. That's what I would say, okay? So these are the main areas: the US, obviously, England, Wales, Northern Ireland, Scotland, New Zealand, Australia, Canada, and Ireland, right? So if you live outside of these areas, you can still apply, but you might not get as many tests as if you lived in these countries, okay? I think the most tests that you'll get is if you are based in the US. It's just because they get a lot of companies that want to actually do product testing. And so if you live in the States, then you will probably get more tests than a lot of other countries, okay? Now, the way that this works is it's very simple. You sign up and basically you get put onto their panel or database of people that want to take tests, right? And they'll ask you a whole bunch of questions so that they can understand exactly what your background is, right? Where do you come from? What interests do you have? What do you do for work? Things like that. And they will match your data based on the profile of their client, all right? And then based on that, they will send you emails for different product tests. So whether it's food or beverages or the latest TV shows, they've got all sorts of different tests, and you can see that right here. And the amount of tests you get really depend on your luck, honestly. So if you live in the right country and maybe you are interested in all sorts of different things, right, that match their clients, you might get more tests than, for example, somebody that lives outside the US or outside a certain country and doesn't have as many interests as what would match their clients, if that makes sense, right? Because they're trying to get feedback for their clients as closely as possible. So they're trying to find the right fit for that particular test. Now, if you do fit the test and you do take a test, again, like I mentioned earlier, there are different ways that they will send you those tests. It could be an online survey, it could be a person interview, it could be a telephone interview, it could be a Zoom interview, all sorts of different ways. And the tests range from 30 minutes to an hour usually, sometimes one day, sometimes over a period of 4 days. And the thing is they pay pretty well. That's the thing about Recruit and Field. So a 1 hour test would pay you roughly about $75. Sometimes their tests will pay you $400 over 4 days, but it's only 30 minutes per day. Some tests pay $250 for a 2-hour interview, for example. So the amount of money you can make per test is really high, but the problem is you don't know how many tests you're going to get. That's the big problem, okay? So even though I think this is a great, legit way to make some additional money online just by doing some product testing, by being interviewed by Recruit and Field, giving them feedback on a specific product, The problem is sometimes you get tests here and there, and sometimes you don't get tests at all, right? So this is not a way to rely on, full-time income or even part-time income. This is like bonus money. That's what I would say. So, I would recommend that you register at Recruit and Field, wherever you live in the world. And if you do get to, a chance to take a test, maybe you'll make an extra $75 once in a while. Maybe you'll make an extra $200 once in a while. But can you use this as a way to rely on income so that you can make, full-time income or regular income? Absolutely not, unfortunately, okay? Because you don't really know when you're going to get a test, and you can't rely on this because it's not like you're getting tests every single day. You might only get one test a month, for example. And so obviously that can't pay the bills, right? But it's a cool, legit way to make some additional money when they do have a test for you, if that makes sense. Okay, so you can check out Recruit and Field at recruitandfield.com if you would like. Now, if you're watching this video right now, maybe you're looking for a way to make full-time income or some very, very good side income, because you know that the internet is a powerful place, and there should be a way for you to do that, right? Now, I've reviewed hundreds of different ways, researched, put in a lot of my own money into finding out what's the best way to make money through the power of technology and the internet. And out of all of them, there's still one method I think is my favorite way to get to $5,000 to $10,000 every single month, 100% from home. If you would like that strategy for free, just go ahead and click the link below, and I'll send you that straight to your email, and you can check that out if you would like. All right. I hope you enjoyed this review of Recruit and Field. Wish you all the best, and hope to see you on another product review. Take care.